Good morning, students. My name is Mohammad Turab Sohail, Faculty of School of Finance and Commerce of Galgodias University. Today I am going to discuss very important topic, that is meaning, difference between e-business and e-commerce, advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce for businesses and customers. Right? Students' objective of this class are as follows. Number one, to develop the basic understanding of e-commerce. Second objective is to familiarize with the difference between e-business and e-commerce. Third objective is to familiarize with the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. Fourth objective is to apply the acquired knowledge in the practical life. Right? Guys, this is the introduction part. Electronic commerce is a relatively new concept that crept into the business vocabulary during the 1970s. A picture of electronic commerce is emerging in which the internet will become the essential dialer tone for conducting business by the year 2000. E-commerce, electronic commerce, is the activity of electronically buying or selling of products on online services or over the internet. Electronic commerce draws on technologies such as mobile commerce, electronic funds transfer, supply chain management, internet marketing, online transaction processing, electronic data interchange, that is EDI, inventory management systems, and automated data collection system. E-commerce is in turn driven by the technological advances of the semiconductor industry and is the largest sector of the electronic industry. Modern electronic commerce typically use the World Wide Web for at least one part of the transaction of life cycle, although it may also use other technologies such as email. Typical e-commerce transactions include the purchase of online books such as Amazon and music purchases, music download in the form of digital distribution such as iTunes stores, and to a less extent, customized, personalized online liquor store inventory services. There are three areas of e-commerce: online retailing, electronic market, and online auction. Right? Students, now let me make you understand the meaning of e-commerce. E-commerce or electronic commerce means buying and selling of goods, products, or services over the internet. E-commerce is also known as electronic commerce or internet commerce. These services provided online over the internet network. Transaction of money, funds, and data are also considered as e-commerce. These business transactions can be done in four ways: business to business, that is B2B, business to customers, that is B2C, customers to customer, that is C2C, customer to business, that is C2B. The standard definition of e-commerce is a commercial transaction which is happened over the internet. Online stores like Amazon, Flipkart, Shopify, Myntra, eBay, Quikr, OLX are examples of e-commerce websites. By 2020, global retail e-commerce can reach up to $27 trillion. In short, e-commerce means using the internet and the web for businesses transaction and or commercial transaction which typically involve the exchange of money across organizational or individual boundaries in return for products and services. Right? Now, students, let me make you understand what is the basic difference between the e-business and e-commerce. Right. The first point is in e-business is running business using internet is termed as e-business. On the other side, e-commerce, trading of merchandise over the internet, is termed as e-commerce. Second point is E-business is the broader concept and is the superset of e-commerce. On the other side, e-commerce is the part of e-business or is the subset of e-business. Third point, business transactions are carried out in carried out in it. On the other side, commercial transactions are carried out in it. Fourth point, transactions are not limited in it. On the other side, e-commerce transactions are limited in it. Fifth point, main types of e-business are pure play, that is online only, brick and click combination of both offline and online. On the other side, main types of e-commerce are business to business, business to consumer, business to consumer to consumer, consumer to business, government to consumer. Sixth point, activities of business are online store setup, payment option, online customer support, email marketing, invoicing, packaging, and shipping, supply chain management. On the other side, activities of e-commerce are buying of mobile phone from online sites, online ticketing, bus, railway, airlines and hotels, etc., electronic transfer of funds, online accounting software for business, paying government taxes, right? So these are the difference between e-business and e-commerce. I hope it is clear to everybody, right? Students, the first advantage of e-commerce for businesses increase customers base. Let me make you understand in a simple manner. Being online offer a huge opportunity for businesses to reach wider audience without the locational constraint of a physical store. E-commerce gives businesses an opportunity to connect with new customers all over the globe and sell directly to them. Most websites allow transaction 24 into 7 hours, so a customer can purchase products from you regardless of your opening or closing times. Right. Second advantage of e-commerce for business is increased sale. Let me make you understand in a simple manner. The lower cost of e-commerce when compared to a brick and mortar store often means an e-commerce operation is much more profitable than its physical counterpart. This also offers the business a great opportunity to grow as newly found profits can be reinvested into the business operation. Right. Third advantage of e-commerce for business is open 24 into 7 365 days. E-commerce business are not affected by weather or location specific difficulties and are usually open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. As the doors never close, the business continues to be profitable when others are closed for business. Hence, we can say it is open 24 into 7 and 365 days. Right. Fourth advantage of e-commerce for business is cost effective. Right. What does that mean? Let me make you understand in a simple manner. The lower costs associated with setting up and running an e-commerce website means that money saved can be reinvested into the operation, be it reinvesting into the operational infrastructure or lowering your prices. These lower costs are competitive advantage for your businesses, right? Fifth advantage of e-commerce is service. Service based businesses such as accountants can offer more information to their prospect without the need for direct consultation. If it would still be useful for the businesses to offer an in-person consultation, a web to lead form can be placed on the websites which will gather information about the customers who can then be contacted by telephone or email. Right, so service is also one of the important advantage of e-commerce for the business. Sixth advantage of e-commerce for businesses is instant transaction. In a fast-moving market where time is the main assets, e-commerce keeps both the businesses and consumer their time back. Transactions are processed and approved instantly, and the money will have cleared the customer bank's account within 3 working days. Right. First disadvantage of e-commerce for business is increased competition. Let me make you understand the increased competition in a simple manner. Customers now have more choice over who to purchase products from, which means business need to have a clearly defined competitive advantage for the market to choose them over the another. Second disadvantage of e-commerce for business is newcomers. Although it is easy to set up an e-commerce business, consumers may be hesitate to buy from a company they have never heard of in a physical retail location. A business has the opportunity to welcome customers and build trust with them. It is much harder to build trust through your website. Third disadvantage of e-commerce is slow adoption. If there are already well-established market leaders in an industry, a business may find it hard to gain market share online. As such, results are dominated by established competitors. With no online experience, it could be an expensive task to get the market attention. Fourth disadvantage of e-commerce is security issues. It does under these security issues, it does not take much to find somebody who has been ripped off online. In a world where online scams are rife, it's hard for business to gain the trust of new customers. It is important for online businesses to take measures to ensure their customers' contact and financial details are stored safely using web fraud detection. Right. Sixth disadvantage of e-commerce is credit card and fraud issues. Guys, under this point, it is the interest of the credit companies to take the side of the consumers when they have been scammed online. This means that businesses are often putting up more risk and are delivering goods before proper payment has been made. If the payment fails and the credit company favors the consumers, the business is left with no product and no payment. Right. Seventh disadvantage of e-commerce is constant upkeep and management. Internet retail is still a relatively young market, and there are often updates and procedures that need to be maintained to stay competitive in an ever-changing market. An example of these changing overheads would ensure the website is mobile friendly. We now live in a world where the majority of shoppers use mobile phones to purchase items. If a business website is not mobile optimized, they will be penalized in the search engine rankings, right? Sixth disadvantage of e-commerce is needs internet access. If a business is to move online, it is essential that they have access to a strong internet connection. Without this, they won't be able to tend to their business in real time and will develop a bad reputation. Seventh disadvantage of e-commerce is logistic and delivery. What does that mean? Let me make you understand in a simple manner. The reduction in a physical customer interactions often leads to a higher number of lost orders and orders being shipped to the wrong place at the wrong time. It is important that a business develops a strong order handling infrastructure that can automate this process with as little mistake made as possible. right? Now students, I'm going to explain advantages of e-commerce for the customers. First point is increase convenience. What does it mean, guys? Customers now have the world at their fingertips. They can find anything they want online with minimal searching, saving money and more importantly time. Hence, it increased convenience for the customers, right? Second advantage of e-commerce for the customers is greater choice. Under this, consumers now have a much greater choice available to them. Where a physical shop may lack the storage capacity to keep different variation of products, and online catalog has no space restrictions and products can be made to order if necessary. Third advantage of e-commerce for customer is cost effective. You know, guys, more choice pushes the market into a more competitive environment. Unless a business has a distant commercial advantage, they will be forced to compete on price. This is great for the consumer as it means they will be getting their products cheaper than if in physical retail outlets who could charge higher price for the exclusively, right? Fourth advantage of e-commerce for customer is product details. Online product description can offer a wealth of contextual information that an in-store employee would not have the capacity to remember for each product. This could be things like where the product was made, material used, and how the product should be used, etc. Right? Fifth advantage of e-commerce for the customer is time saving. It is very important advantage of e-commerce for the customer. You know, we now live in a market where everything is convenient and to hand. Time is a consumer main assets and online shopping allow them to buy their goods without leaving their home. There is a huge value placed in this convenience, which now reflects badly on purely physical retail outlets that force customers to come to their store to shop. Sixth advantage of e-commerce for customer is easy comparison. It is now easier for the consumer to see through the veil of marketing waffle and compare like for like products side by side. This also gives the customers a better idea what they should be paying for a product and leaves little room to be overcharged for a product. Right. The seventh advantage of e-commerce for the customer is coupons and deals. With the multiple businesses fighting for your attention and customers, each is trying to get a competitive advantage over the other. One way online businesses stand to do this is by offering coupons and discounts for shoppings on their websites. This is a great for consumer as it does not take much searching to find a bargain, right? Now students, I'm going to discuss disadvantages of e-commerce for the customers. First one is no human interaction. You know, the challenge of e-commerce is building effective relationship in the absence of any human interaction. Christopher Bones and James Hammersley leading digital strategy. Repeat business is based on building long-term relationship with customers. If a customer feels they are treated well and valued at a business, they will be more inclined to return to that business, even if they charge slightly more than competitors. The trouble with e-commerce, however, is there is no physical human interaction, which make it hard to build real human relationship and make your customer feel valued, right? Hence, human interaction, no human interaction is the disadvantage of e-commerce for the customer, right? Second disadvantage of e-commerce for customer is returning goods. Let me make you understand this heading. Business can't get it right every time, and returns are just part of the business. However, without a physical retail store and little customers interaction, it can often be an expensive and time-consuming task for a consumer to arrange returns if a product is not as expected, right? Third disadvantage of e-commerce for the customer is fraud, right? So guys, in some exception, when you are buying something online from a business you are not familiar with, you are taking a leap of faith. Again, without human interaction, a customer cannot be certain of who they are dealing with and when they are legitimate business, right? The fourth disadvantage of e-commerce for customers is stock issues. If a customer buys a product on your website that is actually out of stock, they may receive the wrong product or indeed no product at all. This problem would not exist at a physical retail store, right? Students, now let me make you understand uh, by giving examples. Following are the examples of e-commerce website. Travel and booking sector website are as follows. First one is makemytrip.com. Second one is cleartrip.com, govview.com, and irctc.co.in. MakeMyTrip.com is an Indian online company founded in 2000, headquartered in Gurugram, Haryana. The company provides online travel services including flight tickets, domestic and international holidays packages, hotels, reservations, rail and bus tickets. Make My Trip offers flight tickets, villas and apartments, rail and bus tickets, cab services on its portal. Second is cleartrip.com. Cleartrip.com is one of the important e-commerce website. Cleartrip.com is a global online travel company. The company operates on online travel aggregator website for booking flights and train tickets, hotel reservations and activities in India and Middle East countries. Third is govview.com. It is also one of the most important e-commerce website. GeoVivio is India's leading online booking brand, providing range of choice for hotels, flights, trains, bus and cars for travelers. irctc.co.in is also important e-commerce website. IRCTC is a subsidiary of the Indian Railway that handles the catering, tourism and online ticketing operation. Provide services such as online ticketing, Tatkal scheme, tourism, train operation, right? Now students, these are the practice question for you. First question is, what do you mean by e-commerce? Second question is, what is the difference between e-business and e-commerce? Question number third is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce for business? Fourth question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce for customers, right? These are the references from where I have taken the content, right? Thank you so much for listening my lecture very patiently and carefully. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.